from Los Angeles, it's the Tom Leykis Show.
Excellent.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No. I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. We appreciate it. Here we are together again on the radio. You know, one of the most common emails I get from people is the question of whether I believe what I say on this program. Some people think I'm not serious. Some people belittle what we do. Even in our own industry of broadcasting, there are people who belittle the message of this program. They don't think we have a point. They don't think we are to be taken seriously. The main reason they don't believe we should be taken seriously is because our country is so female-centric, so matriarchal, so feminist-centric, so politically correct. People think I couldn't possibly mean what I say. But I do. Do we joke around on the show? Do I say things with a touch of irony? Yes. But I happen to believe that not only is the not-so-underlying theme or thread or message of this program so very important, but I believe your average male listener gets it. A lot of women think I'm kidding around. Girls, I'm not kidding around. Guys get it. There are pussies out there who don't, or who hide behind their girlfriend or wife's skirts as they call in here to tell me what a misogynist I am, blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, guys get it. I meet you boys everywhere I go. Hockey games, boxing matches, bars, clubs, walking down the street. I meet you all over the place. Meet you at your jobs. Some of you guys have delivered stuff to my house. You're UPS drivers. You are construction workers. You are telephone installers. Yeah, I meet you boys all the time. No matter what walk of life you're in, eventually I run into you. I'm a real person. I don't have interlopers or intermediaries handling my day-to-day business. I'm out there. I shop at the supermarket. I go out and buy my own booze, and I see you boys. My thanks to the boys who bought me the shot of Padron last night. Thank you for that. At the bar last night. You boys know who you are. But I thought it would be interesting for all of the people who think this show is nothing but a joke or nothing but just trying to press buttons. I thought it would be interesting for people to tell us in their own words. That means you. Tell me in your own words the most important message this show sends. What does it mean to you? How important is it to you? Make the people who think we're kidding understand we're serious. Tell them why the message of this show is so important. In fact, tell them what the message of the show is.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Even just having money and just having class are like two different things, because you could be rich all you want and be a total jerk.
I'd rather be a jerk with money than to be a big fat poor guy.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Many people think I'm kidding here. Well, they don't understand the message we're trying to send. So I'm going to let the people who do understand tell it back to us in their own words. Let's say hi here to Jennifer on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Jennifer.
How are you?
Do you care, dear?
Yeah, I care.
I'm doing great.
Oh, okay, that's great. Tom, I just want to say I care about your show because I listen to it with my father. And if he can't tell me how to, things about life, you can. Because every generation is going to be, it's like a handed down from generation to generation. My dad's been listening to you for years. I listen to you because my dad listens to you. We work together. We drive together. We listen to you every single day, all night. And it's just awesome. I love it. I mean, my brother, he listens to you. My cousins listen to you. You're awesome, Tom. And people the younger age need to know what life is about. And you show it with relationships and just life.
So you're saying they're not getting this from their parents or the other people in their lives?
No, not really. I mean, not really. I mean, I've learned more because my dad doesn't want to talk to me about stuff, and I listen to you about the stuff that he doesn't want to say. And
do you talk to him about it after I talk about it?
Yeah, we laugh about it.
How does he react to seeing you listening to a show talking about those things?
I'm not sure how he reacts. I think he's just like probably glad that he didn't have to tell me instead of, having to tell me.
So you needed...
glad, and I laugh about it, too. Some situations, you hang up on people, you call the women,
bitches
and stuff like that.
Right.
Bitches. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we laugh about it, and it's just a fundamental of life that you just teach. I learned a lot for my relationships that I'm sure I don't want to go and talk to my dad about it, that I can listen to you and get your advice because I don't want to ask him about it because I don't want him to know about it.
You can always call your daddy.
No. I do. I always tell my dad and Dad.
No, I mean your surrogate daddy.
Oh, yeah. Tom, I want to say hi to my dad, but I have to get off the phone because he's going to kill me. I'm calling on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Can I say hi to my dad?
Go ahead.
Bill, I love you. And Dad, don't kill me when you get home.
Oh, boy.
I love you, Tom.
He doesn't have to kill you because my handprint will be on your ass. I'll take care of all the discipline from over here.
Okay, Tom. Tom, can you take me out with something?
What do you need?
I need a bong hit, and I want to go out Kobe style because I'm in L.A.
All right, Jennifer, here you go.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
It's 1-800-5800-TOM. What is the message that you glean from our show? Gary, hello.
Hello, Tom!
Hello, Gary.
What's going on, man? That's called a stage. You're God's gift to man.
Really?
God's gift to man. They need to have you in the elementary schools teaching from elementary all the way to professor because you are the professor.
Well, thank you for that. Now, what is the message you're getting?
My message is I'm getting, man, I had a relationship with a chick, with a kid, and since I listened to you, you know what I said? Dump that bitch.
You dumped that bitch.
Dump that bitch. I'll say her name is Nicole, like OJ, and I chopped it off.
Oh, my God.
God. Taking care of the
You
kids.
cut the head right off that relationship.
I cut her right off that snake. I was taking care of her daughter, her sister, and her dad, Tom.
How much was that costing you?
God, it cost me 52 weeks of anger management and about $1,500 in court fines and a DUI on top of that.
Oh,
that's how much it cost me, man.
My God.
You believe that?
And you were under 25 at the time.
Yeah, this is when I was 20 all the way till I was 23, and that's when I got my brains by listening to 97.1.
So if you hadn't tuned in, you might still be in a mess.
I would probably be a mess.
Yes.
I would be a mess, man. I would be a definitely mess.
I understand.
That's why I'm glad I get to talk to you for my first time ever. I'm more excited the first time I had sex.
Really?
I'm dead serious. You are the man, Tom. I always try to get a hold of you. Oh, my God. This is the best thing ever. My daddy's listening to you because his wife's got him in check so bad. So bad, Tom.
Oh, boy.
I had 3 dates to go to his house at a Super Bowl party, and I can go to his house at a Super Bowl because I was dating his wife's friend.
Wow.
Can you believe that? Can have all 3 of my broads over there because my dad's wife was hating.
Look at this. So it looks to me like it was passed down from generation to generation.
And it's Down.
Until your surrogate father came along.
Yeah, that's it. My surrogate dad, Tom. That's it.
I'm the dad you never had.
You are the dad I've never had, man.
Well, thank you for that, Gary. I appreciate the call. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. People think we're not serious. It's Jim on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, son.
Thank you so much for the information you have given me over the past 2 years.
Certainly.
When I first started listening to you, I was dating a single mother. And I make a nice little living for a single man, you know, just to be by myself and all that. And I didn't know what I was getting into, man. And I started listening to you, and I got to tell you, man, I was in love with this girl. I really was. She was nice. She was perfect for me. But she had a little kid, you know, a little girl, and you started telling me how, man, pretty soon she's going to start kicking out more, you know. And, you know, as hard as it was, I broke up with her. Broke my heart and everything else, but she's got 3 kids since we broke up.
3 since you broke up?
Since we broke up, dude.
How long ago was that?
That was 2 years ago we broke up.
So she's been pregnant almost continuously?
Just about every time that thing will heal up, she gets another one going.
Oh, my God. That's where you were heading, pal.
That's where I was heading. And, dude, I'm telling you, I would be a broke, sad puppy right now if it wasn't for you and your information.
No doubt about it.
And, you know, my dad, you know, he's a great guy and everything, and I love him to death, but he's all about, you know, being with a gal, you know.
So he's a pussy, and he was passing it on to you.
Yeah. Yes, Tom, yes, he was. And I am so grateful, dude. I want to come to one of your listener parties and just shake your hand and tell you how much I appreciate saving my life.
Well, Jim, I was happy to help.
Thank you, buddy. Can you take me out old school?
Old school, of course I can. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. What message have you gleaned from our show? Many people don't take us seriously, but I know most of you do, and maybe you can explain to those who don't. Victoria, hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Victoria.
Hi. I called you in October, and I was pretty much a disgruntled wife. I had listened to you for a while, and I told you that my husband had left, and I had 2 babies, and that I didn't know what to do. I had only slept with one man, which was my husband, from the time I was 15, and I'm 31 years old now. And he's probably listening because he was listening the last time. And you told me that that you can't let him have his cake and eat it too because he was coming home and getting his booty calls. You know, Tom, you were so right. You were so right, and I feel like you tell the truth, and I learned from it, and I think that women out there need to listen to you more because that is your way is the way to keep a man. You know, these women out here, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to keep a man. There's so many
because women want men to be like women,
but they can't. They don't understand that. You know, they want...
the ones who actually pull it off, women lose respect for those guys.
Well, yeah.
Women are constantly testing our masculinity. And then once we fail the test, once we give in, once we puss out, then they stomp all over us.
They do. And you know what? For the majority of them out there, they want somebody to be taking care of them, but they don't know how to take care of a man.
Yes.
And, you know, my husband, he wants to come home, and I filed for divorce, and I feel good about myself, Tom, and you are the reason why, because you just have to, you just don't stop what you're doing.
Okay. Thank you, Victoria.
Bye.
Appreciate the call. Bye. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. What message have you gleaned from our show? Clearly, there are people who don't think I'm serious. But I know the people who appreciate our show know there's a number of serious threads that run through it, and I'm wondering if you can tell us just exactly what you've gotten. Steve, on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Okay, Steve.
Yeah, this is what I learned from the show, that every woman shouldn't be opening their legs every time, you know, and Harry out there, and shouldn't be blaming their baby on every man, you know, if they don't know who the father is. trying to get a father. And also, for all you fathers who have sons, you need to teach them right. You know, don't let them go out in this world with no shirt on his back. Teach them how to be a man.
After you've gotten the DNA test.
Oh, especially after you got that DNA test, you got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I learned, man. And, shoot, man, just bang every bride you good.
That's right.
Hey.
I'm proud of you.
Hey, take me out with a JFK style, man.
JFK Senior or Junior?
Give me both of them, man.
Hey, here you go, the entire Kennedy family. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. Let's say hello to Don on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Tom, how you doing, man?
Do you care, Don?
You bet your ass I do.
I'm doing great.
Listen to this. I'm 23 now. When I was 21, I moved in with a single mother, started taking care of her. I'm a comedian, and I'm lucky to do warm-up on the show. That was a job that I lucked out with, and I make about $4,000 a month. I was only getting about $700 of that after paying her bills and doing everything for her and taking care of her. One day, like magic, I heard words that changed my life forever. Those words were, dump that bitch. Let me tell you something, Tom. You have been a beacon of light in my life, and you've just turned me on to so many things that I would have never found out about. Now, I can't stop getting laid. It's a wonderful thing, man. Thank you.
Wow, life has completely changed.
You bet it is. You bet it is.
Love it.
I'll tell you what, Tom. I'm going to be up at the Pig and Whistle one of these nights, and I'm going to buy you a couple beers for that.
Sounds good to me.
Can you take me out Kobe and Bong Hit?
Absolutely. Here you go.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
Thanks, Tom.
1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. What have you gleaned from our show? What is the important message that you get out of it? Nick on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Nick.
How's it going, man?
It's going okay.
All right. You know, the best message I've gotten from the show is, as a guy, acknowledge what you want. Don't be afraid of it because, hey, I was a son of a single mom.
Yeah.
And I had to unlearn a lot. To go for what you want and don't compromise.
Mm-hmm.
I say that this show came in at just the right time in my life. My mom had just majorly screwed me over in a way that I couldn't deny that she tried to screw me over. And my dad turned me on to the show, and he's probably listening right now. And what can I say? It's completely switched everything around. I couldn't believe that every time I listen to the show, I go, yeah, that's right. Wow. I don't believe it.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, Nick, thank you so much for that. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. What have you gleaned from listening to our program?
The Tom Leykis Show. This is the Tom Leykis Show.
From Los Angeles at 1-800-5800-TOM. We're asking people who get it, who understand the message we're trying to send, to call us and tell it back to us so the people who think we're just kidding will understand the importance of our message. Willie on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Willie.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thank you so much.
Tom, I got to tell you, I'm going to break it down for you. It's all about one simple thing. You are the anti-Alan Alda of the 21st century.
For those who remember who Alan Alda was, but...
thank you. Your demographic here. But you are undoing 25 years of feminist indoctrination that taught us that men were women and women could be men.
Well, understand, you must understand that I am America's original feminist. I believe in total equality of the sexes, which means I believe women should register for the draft, lift heavy objects, have to pass the same rigorous testing to get into the military, the fire department, the police department. And I believe women should pay for half, if not more, of everything.
Absolutely.
Because I believe in equality.
Totally.
And how many other feminists believe in equality to the extent that I do?
You may be the only one, Tom.
Exactly. Feminists say they're in favor of equality, but they're not. They are in favor of giving women an advantage. I am in favor of exact and equal equality.
Absolutely. Tom, appreciate it, brother. Keep up the good work. Take me out, old skizoo.
Here you go, babe. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. George on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
All right, George.
Hey, I've been listening to you off and on for a long time, and this topic brought my son in mind. My son's 17 years old. He's got a girlfriend, right? He's got a chance for a baseball scholarship, and this broad took his virginity, and he's just so in love with her, and he's starting to screw it up because of this girl. And I'm trying to get him so hard to listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
I've had my nephews talk to him about talking to you. You know, the whole works.
Now, what is the message that you want him to get from the show?
The way I screwed up was having kids and getting married to a bitch, and now I'm paying out my ass for it.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to get his life together and go out there and do his thing before he even worries about women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just go out and get them, nail them, and leave them.
That's right.
That's, you know, it's, and you know, I just don't know what to say. I'm trying to get him to listen to you so bad. And people want to know, you do teach. You are the professor. You're the bomb.
Well, thank you for that, George. I appreciate it. Good luck to you and your son. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Will on the Tom Leykis Show.
Oh, Tom.
Hello, Will.
Hey, Tom, you saved my life. I got balls, man. You know, I've been married for about 4 years. I told my wife, yes, yes, yes. You know what I'm saying? No sex. But then I'm getting bills. I told her, no, hey, we got a house. We're saving money. You know what I'm saying? We're going places now.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for giving my balls back.
That's the message. Getting your balls back is certainly an important message we give you. Men must have balls, or women will try to take them, and then if they successfully take them, they will have no respect for us.
That's right, Tom. So thank you, man. Thank you, man. I love you, man. Hey, can you blow me up?
Here you go, Will. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Joe on the Tom Leykis Show.
I would ask you how you're doing, but I'm sure you're doing great.
I am indeed.
Well, what you teach it's got a lot of layers to it. I mean, first and foremost, I think it's for men to stand up for themselves and for what they want. And although the things that all the listeners want may not be exactly what, you're telling them, or you're telling them that the average guy wants, because people are kind of individuals. But whatever it is that you do want, to sort of stand up for it and don't take any crap if you don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
I was going out with a girl for about 8 months, and things started sort of going wrong. I broke up with her. She came back a week later, and I laid down the rules. I said, look, I need sex every day. I need, all these things. I need you to be here and whatnot. And she listened to him, and now everything is going exactly as I sort of.
You had more control than you thought.
Yeah. Oh, I do now. Yeah, absolutely. And I know that I could probably do better than her, but I don't think that she can do much better than me, and so now I realize I have quite a bit more control than.
Well, you have attributes. You have value on the market.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You have things women want, and the fact is, the older you get, the more successful you become, the more valuable you'll be to younger, hotter chicks.
Oh, it's absolutely true. When I was in college and high school, I really didn't go out with many girls at all. Now I'm 28, she's 21. And it's like you always say, you get older, you get money, you get a good job. I have, both of those, and now I get the girls that I should have, or that I wanted to be having when I was in college. And they're coming, just like you said.
I love that.
The other thing that you do is, when things don't work out, it's like you say, how to get more tail for less money.
Mm-hmm.
I followed some of your rules. I went to a bar. My girl was on vacation or on a work trip, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Went to a bar, didn't go schmoozing around talking to anybody. Just sat there, looked like I was waiting for a friend, like you said to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just ordered water. You know, I didn't even spend any money. And girls came up to me and started talking to me. Didn't have to do anything.
This is what I tell the guys. They don't believe me many times. But those who've gone out and tried this have found it to be true.
They work. They work. And like I said, not all the things that I want are the same things that you want, but the things that I do want, I sort of demand or ask for. And if I don't get them, then she knows that I can just go right back out onto the market.
Love that, Joe. Love hearing that story. Thank you for that call. Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. What is the message you get out of listening to our show? Many people think we're not serious, but there are serious messages here. Taylor, hello.
Hey.
Hey.
I have a real problem with the fact that you're pigeonholing single mothers into this general category. I have a real problem with that. That's the message I'm getting, and I don't agree with it.
What is it you don't agree with exactly?
You know, I make a lot of money. I wash my own cars. I take out my own trash. I do my own yard work. And I'm a single mom, and basically what you're saying is just because I have a child that for the rest of my existence I don't have a right to be happy with somebody?
I didn't say what you have a right to have. I say that my boys should not be with you.
But you're generalizing all single mothers as these needy women who are looking for a dad for their kids.
Dear, again, it's generally true. Whether it's true about you or not is irrelevant.
And you're getting these statistics from where?
From my own experience, dear.
That have kids.
I never claimed I had statistics. It's my own experience.
Well, I think your experience is very limited.
My experience is not at all limited.
These guys that are calling in, I'm sorry to say, and maybe they've had bad experiences with women, with kids, but I hate to say it, they sound like retards.
Well, then don't worry. Then don't worry about it. Then it'll only be retards you won't be dating. Well, we'll keep you away from the retards. The retards who take me seriously then won't be dating you, and you'll be better off, won't you? So why resent me? I'm helping you.
This terrible message to men that
I'm sending out a realistic message to men that most single mothers are nothing but big wallets just waiting to suck our money in, getting us to pay for their mistakes of the past, the mistakes they made with other men who they now call jerks and deadbeats.
I have I make a lot of money. And
were you married to the father of your child?
No, I was 21 when I had him. You know, people make mistakes, but
yeah, but why did you do that?
I owned up to that.
Why'd you do it?
Things happen, and I owned up to my responsibility. And let me tell you,
you could have had an abortion, lived up to your responsibility.
You know what? My son's father wasn't in a situation where he can pay me child support. And you know what? It's okay. Things happen. I did it on my own, but I'm certainly not looking for somebody to pay my way.
Well,
for a mistake that I made.
Well, believe me, if somebody dates you, eventually you'll all be going to Disneyland on a date or Chuck E. Cheese or somewhere like that.
And more than likely, I'll be paying for it.
Really?
Right?
Well, that's unusual. Usually the woman says, can't you be a gentleman? I will never forget the time, and I've told this story on the air before. One time, I was dating a woman with 2 kids whose sister was in town with her kid, and we went down to Disneyland. And Disneyland is something on the order of $52 or $53 a day per person. When we got to the front entrance and I whipped out my MasterCard, I said, 1, please. And I paid for my admission. And then she had to whip out her MasterCard and pay for herself, the 2 kids, her sister, and her sister's kid, totaling over $250. And later on, she said to me, well, couldn't you have been a gentleman and paid for that? That is the attitude of your average single mother.
She should have assumed that, though, because I would never...
That is the attitude of the average single mother. And that is what you generally get. I don't care if you're different. Generally, that's what it's like.
Tom, my whole point of this telephone call is the fact that if a guy meets a girl and right off the bat she says she has a child, he should not then turn the other way.
Yes, he should.
No.
Yes, he should.
Sorry.
Because, by the way, you already made one mistake, and you could very well make another one, and then the next guy would have to pay.
Well, that would be on her, though. I wouldn't be stupid enough to do that again.
Well, you say that, but what kind of birth control are you on?
Trust me, I'm on birth control.
What kind?
I'm on the pill.
You're on the pill.
Yeah.
And what happens if the pill fails? That can happen, dear. What happens if the pill fails?
Well, then that's something that you have to deal with. Hopefully that won't happen.
But what if it does?
Well, I couldn't answer that question, Tom.
I can answer that question. You'd have the baby again, just like you did the first time.
I'd probably not, no.
Oh, you'd have an abortion?
I didn't say that.
Well,
There are other alternatives out there.
yeah, well, you know what? None of my boys want to be in a position where somebody later on could have him take a DNA test and force him to cough up cash. So my recommendation stands, not to have sex with women like you.
They're spreading their legs like as if they're getting into the situation on their own. I can't do
There, again, but we already know what you will do if you get pregnant. You'll have a baby, okay? And that's why men should resolutely resist women like you.
You know what, Tom? Good luck to you.
Dear, I don't need any luck. I'm 47. I have no children. I don't have to pay a penny in child support to anybody. Nobody comes and knocks at my door, calls the Oprah Winfrey Show or Jerry Springer for me to have these tearful reunions on TV, because I know what I'm doing, and I've always known what I'm doing. You bitch.
Tom. Really? Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
Anytime I see a woman driving like a Beamer, isn't it natural? Don't you just say, I wonder who paid for that?
Yeah, it's true.
You don't say to yourself, well, there's a successful woman. She's probably in real estate. You say, my God, look at that bimbo. Who paid for that car?
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Sarah on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
I'm here. Why do you teach guys, like, how to be wimps? I don't understand.
I don't. I teach them the exact opposite. I teach them how to stand up and have balls.
You teach them how to be cheap. What's that all about? Who wants to
being cheap is not being a wimp. Why should we give you our money?
Well, if you want to get a piece, then it's kind of...
All right, well, dear, you know what? If I'm going to buy a piece of ass, I'm going to find a professional. One I don't have to listen to blah, blah, blahing all day long. One who isn't going to be harassing me, nagging me, telling me what I can and cannot do, telling me, you really need to have another drink, you're a lush, and things like that. You know what? I'm going to hire a professional, and that way she comes in, I get what I need, and she gets the hell out of there. Why would I want to give my money to you and then have to listen to your fat trap?
But you wouldn't mind sleeping with a prostitute? You don't...
There, you're a prostitute. What's the difference? The difference is you wouldn't leave when you're done. You would just stay there all day long and harass and nag and complain and demand. Who needs that? Might as well hire a pro.
I don't know. That's not me, and I'm a single mom. I've got all kinds of money. I'm really...
Well, what man did you take it from, dear? I know you didn't earn it on your own. Your father, the last guy you were with. Who did you get it from?
I get plenty of child support, but it's not...
there we go. I knew it was coming from a man. I knew you didn't generate it on your own, and that's my point, darling.
But I'm never, ever looking for another man to take care of my child, and I think you really tell your listeners that that's what single women are all about. They're looking for men to take care of them and their children, and really...
Well, you're talking about single mothers, dear. I mean,
single mothers,
all single women are not like that.
Well... You give the impression that you...
Generally, that's true. And by the way, you jacked the last guy who knocked you up, so if somebody knocks you up again, you'll do it again.
He knocked me up. Why not? You know?
That's my point, and that's the attitude I'm talking about. You see, you'll do it again. So the next guy who comes along, if he knocks you up, you'll make him pay too. And that's why I'm telling my boys, why even get involved with somebody like you?
Well, I guess that's a good point.
You're a taker and a stealer, and why would any man want to get involved with somebody like you?
But you did make a good point. You are talking to boys. I guess these are not grown men that are listeners.
Oh, please, dear. You know what?
You have a good message.
The only reason they're not grown men is because they don't listen to what I'm saying, and they spend money on women like you, or they have sex and take big chances with women like you. And I'm teaching them to grow up and stop being with women who want child support from them. And you are one of them.
I guess you are, in a way, teaching men not to have sex.
No, I'm teaching men not to have sex with women like you who will take their money.
So have sex with prostitutes.
Well, either have sex with a prostitute or have sex with somebody who would have an abortion if she got knocked up.
Interesting. Well, thanks. Can you blow me up?
Of course I can. I mean, she proved my point. It took 30 seconds, and she proved my point. For God's sake. 1-800-5800-TOM. I'm not trying to take money from a man. I get plenty of child support. Who do you get it from? Well, the man who knocked me up, but why not? Why shouldn't he? Why not? He should pay. Why not? Yeah. Eric on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Eric. I got 30 seconds.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know that when I first got married, I'm 35, my wife's 30, and when we first got married about 5 years ago, it was pretty much ugly because I didn't take the bull by the horns and deal with the situation. Pretty much was just about ready to file for the whole situation to be over with, and got some advice from you and some friends, and, decided, hey, you know what, I'm going to take over, and ever since then, life has been good.
You took back the power, thanks to the Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show.